let's go ahead and bring our last interview guest at this time, a rock band out of Lexington, Kentucky. I got members of Damage Therapy joining me right now. What's going on, fellas?
What's going on, man? Doing all right?
I'm doing real good. Who we got on the line right
Uh,
now?
this is Brandon right here. I got Tyler with me. He's the drummer, and I play the bass. Steppy, our guitar player, will be calling in any minute now, I think, too. He was at a family Christmas party tonight, so he couldn't be in the room. But our singer Josh he'll be joining us here in a few minutes as well.
That's awesome. Well, I want to thank you guys for joining me. This is the last interview of 2015, so I'm happy to have you guys on.
Thanks for having us on, man.
Yes. So I first became a fan of you guys, I think about a month ago, courtesy of Eric Bolander. He has a rock band. I think y'all perform.
Okay.
You guys
For the
perform.
Alcatraz Shakedown.
Yeah, Aircraft
Yeah.
Shakedown. Shout out to those guys. I hope to have them on the show one day. And I think.
Hell yeah.
So let's talk about Damage Therapy. How did this band collectively came about?
Well, it's been many years, and the build-up really. It kind of started out with just us hanging out in the living room and started recording some tracks. Josh, our singer, and Peppy originally started the project. When they met, Josh was kind of an aspiring vocalist, and Pepe was an aspiring guitarist, and they started collaborating on some tracks and recording. And then it kind of brought me in, played some bass. I was starting out on the bass at the time, and this is about 6 years or so ago. And so we started collaborating, and we made some stuff that we liked, so we just kind of kept doing it. And we had another drummer play with us for several years. He was our stepbrother, Jake Johnson, but he stepped out a few years ago, and Tyler at the time was our number one show goer, and we were like, "You want the spot to play some drums?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'll take the spot to play some drums." So about 2.5 years we've had this lineup, and we just keep getting together and playing music, and it's kind of like our own little therapy, really. Is what we like about it the most.
It's a great outlet.
Yeah, it's a really good outlet, and just kind of we feed off of each other's creativity all the time, and just always come up with new ideas, and we'll get together and we'll jam out for a couple hours straight, and just work out all kinds of new ideas best we can.
Okay, I want to point out that the rest of Damage Therapy has just joined us on the phone call right now. What's going on, fellas?
Hello, this is Giuseppe. What's up?
What up? What's up, Pepe?
How are you all tonight? Pretty good?
Yes,
Oh
sir.
yeah, we're doing good.
Yes, sir. They're definitely doing pretty good. Thank you for joining us in the conversation as well. I've seen y'all perform maybe 2 or 3 times. One at Al's Bar, definitely at Al's Bar. I think I may have seen y'all perform at Green Lanterns Bar. I'm not sure, but I definitely seen y'all at Al's Bar for sure.
Those are two of our favorite spots right there.
Yeah. So what are your favorite venues that you guys like to perform?
Well, we always tend to, when we play at Al's Bar, which we did it a lot, especially in the past year, kind of oversaturated it, but we always have the best shows when we play there.
It's still like a home bar for us.
Yeah, Al's is like, yeah, it's just a comfortable stage, always good sound and cool environment.
Cosmic, I think, is my favorite for sound as far as that goes.
And then Cosmic Charlie's is also up there. That's always a fun show. So that's a wide open stage, and it's a little different to get used to when you're playing on that one. But it's always a good time when we play at Cosmic Charlie's.
I feel like Al's is my number one. Then Green Lantern and Cosmic are definitely second and third on that list.
No,
I for one, definitely, I favor the Green Lantern probably the most, but hard to get
This is
one
nice.
there. like,
That's a nice little in-your-face venue right there. So we always have good shows there too. We actually did one of the two of our album release shows that we did this year. To release our first album, we did one at Green Lantern, and the next night we played at Al's Bar. Both of them were incredible turnouts. And yeah, I don't know if I could pick between the two. We had a fog machine mishap at the Green Lantern show, which we decided it was like, it's the album release. We're gonna use the fog machine, and so we turned it on. The first song that we played was about a 7.5 minute, and the fog machine decided to go crazy during the first song. So by the time we got done playing that song, the entire bar was filled with smoke. We couldn't see each other on the stage, and the smoke alarm was going off and everything. Yeah, it was quite interesting night. That was really the last time we used the fog machine.
Actually, before that show, I ripped my pants. I almost had to play with no pants.
The fog machine was just covering for ripped pants.
Wow.
I remember that.
That was a fun night.
Then I ended up giving you a pair of pants out of my car or something to play with.
Yeah. It's like, you have some pants.
It's like, well, I might have some in my car. Let's see what I got here. But,
You know what they say, anything can happen when a rock band performs.
it's absolutely the truth. Anything can happen once the lights go out. Start playing, and we've seen some crazy stuff happen. Yeah, usually it ends up being equipment malfunctions or so, but every once in a while bands will rip or but usually it always goes pretty well. It always goes pretty well. We're always like super critical of our work, and we'll get on stage, and maybe everybody wasn't like quite hitting the spots like we thought we would that night, and we get done with the set, and be like, oh man, that wasn't that great. But then we'll get random people come up, and maybe been to all of our shows, or at least many of them in the past, and be like, that's probably the best I've ever seen you guys play. So you never really know how it's going to turn out, but we usually get up there and just rock it out. We just play.
Wow.
Yeah, we like to play too.
That is awesome, man.
I like to drink about 6 L8s before I go on. Shout out to LA.
We're working on a corporate sponsorship from the L8 Bottling Company. local ginger ale spin-off from Winchester, Kentucky, not far from my home base of Lexington.
Gotcha.
Once we get LA going, then we're gonna start with the Wessex IPA. But no, that's just me.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You guys talk about the album release. There's an album that's out called Quick Fix. I can't pronounce the last word of the album, but it's Quick Fix Elixir.
Yeah, Quick Fix.
All right, so and I did buy a copy. I think I brought it from the Al's Bar show when you and Eric and their band performed. And the first time I seen y'all guys perform was at Al's Bar. I definitely remember that for sure. And I enjoyed y'all set. It was pretty cool, very funky, very groovy. I feel like it felt amazing. It felt a good time. For anyone that's never seen a Damage Therapy performance before, what can people expect when Damage Therapy performs?
Tell them, Tyler.
I'd say
You will be moved.
You will be moved.
I think it's like a between funk and psychedelic rock and roll. we draw a lot of our influences from different places. Like everybody in the band has like a different background as far as what they listen to musically. And I feel like when we get together and like come up with new jams, we tend to base a lot of what we're going to put in the next album based on what we're listening to and our influences at the time, and try to create something abstract and new. So it's not something we're like ripping out of. We're not trying to like copy the style or like try and go for a certain image. We're basically just trying to play what we feel, basically. But yeah, we definitely take we get a lot of funk element, and we get a lot of blues element. And I think those are like the two main points that pop out, and then to just drive it home with some rock and roll.
We definitely like to keep it. It's gonna be loud and fast and heavy, but funky and groovy, and yeah, like we like to experiment around with it, and just draw from all kinds of influences. And I mean, some people will say that they'll see us, we'll play one set, and they'll see us play another set, and it'll be most of the same songs, and they'll say, you guys sounded completely different than you did the last time I saw you. So it changes up a lot just for us too. But it's always going to be heavy, loud, and fast for sure. Tyler makes sure of that all the time, and you can guarantee Pepe's going to rip it up on the guitar.
We're always trying to improve upon our work. It's already finished, trying to add a little bit more to it, give and take in different parts. Like, also we like to do some abstract jamming or like whatnot. We can add jams to songs if we need to, like if we're playing a festival or something like that. We'll like extend a few songs, extend some things here and there, add a little bit of surprise to it, so not every set feels the same.
Yeah, we like to keep ourselves from getting bored with it sometimes too.
Definitely intense vibrations and a 4/4 measure, and most times we prefer that. And I think the bass just wailing something, and the guitar soaring, and the vocals just cutting right through the air. And sometimes I feel like you might be able to hear the colors and see the sound.
That'd be a good goal.
Expect a lot from Damage Therapy and Theme Song. You may expect, from the stories that y'all tell me, we may expect malfunctions, from all sorts of stuff. So, but overall, you should expect a good show when you hear Damage Therapy perform in Lexington. You guys have had a busy year with the album release, performing all over Lexington. Now, as far as 2016 is concerned, do you guys have any shows booked that you would like to promote?
We have some big plans for 2016. First of which will be a kickoff show at Cosmic Charlie's Saturday, February 6th. Which would be kind of a local Lexington rock and roll showcase, featuring some cool bands that we yet to play with and some that we have played with in the past. All Saints Fade, Galaxies, Dirtbag, and the rest of them. There's two more bands, and I can't recall the names of them right now. But that'll be kind of our kickoff, and from there, we hope to have a whole other album in the works to be kind of featuring live, and we'll try to do the recording process for that somewhere in between. But the main plan for 2016 is to kind of branch out, and we start traveling a little bit. We've started to book some shows and gigs in Louisville and Cincinnati, and we're starting to look past that for Dayton and Indianapolis, and just trying to branch out the best we can from here, and at the same time keeping the fresh tunes coming.
I feel like the more we branch out too, I feel like when we play like Cincinnati and Louisville, because we haven't played, the reception is insane in comparison. Where you've been playing for a while, once you branch out, like new crowds like tend to just seem like they love it. Like it's like every time we branch out to a new city and people are here for the first time, it feels like it's all new again, basically, every time you do it.
Definitely,
It is nice.
I'll definitely keep an eye on that February show for sure. I've already got a copy of your album. I enjoy the record. I'm definitely looking forward for some new music for you guys as well. Now, as far as let's get to some influences. Who would you guys consider your biggest influences? It could be local bands, or it could be mainstream bands, particular. Like, who do you guys consider your musical influences?
A huge influence of most of us are, well, at least two of us I know is the Mars Volta. You know, Omar Rodriguez and Cedric. We definitely are Tool. We love Tool.
I'm going to see you in Nashville next month. That's going to be...
Clutch is another one, too.
Yeah, I've been on a huge Clutch kick lately. Just can't stop it.
Right.
But yeah, we draw from a lot of the... Rage Against the Machine is another one I really like. I feel like we pull a lot of that vibe with our music. See, even like as far as like classic rock feel, like some will compare us to Led Zeppelin and The Doors, which are some of my favorites. And then even branch out to like Muse. And then some of Josh Singer, some of his influences these days are coming from like the Southern Gothic trend. Bands like 16 Horsepower,
Nick
Cave and the Bad Seeds has been a big one lately too. And
Nick Cave, I can't even stop listening to him. He's crazy.
So good. The Grinder Man albums are awesome. And let's see. A lot of growing up. What's that?
We got the the heavy, like as far as British, you know, on the Europe side, maybe like the heavy.
Oh yeah, some Brit rock.
Like
The heavy and Kasabian. Yeah, the British rock invasion for sure. New wave at least. But I love me some Rolling Stones.
and funeral too.
Oh yeah.
Go on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'd say first and foremost, all of us like consider ourselves like fans of like good music, and that comes before being a musician. I think is to have a good appreciation and
Not limit yourself to one genre or sound. Basically, try to take what you can from everything you listen to.
more like good good talented musicianship, writing, and delivery. But yeah, I think the music that we listen to really affects pretty much everything that we play at a later date. So, we share music with each other all the time. Josh is our kind of like prospector. He's always finding the good bands and dig them up, dig them time, and I think he's got a really good accuracy rate with that one.
That's awesome. Before I let you guys go, why don't you go ahead and promote your social media links so that people can know where they can learn more from the band, where they can listen to the music, and where they can learn more if you guys work. Go ahead and promote your social media link.
You can find us on the Facebook for sure, facebook.com/damasTherapy. We have a Twitter account, and that pretty much just pulls our Facebook updates for the most part. None of us ever really, I think we were just all too old for Twitter by the time it popularized. But we do have a Twitter account, and you can follow us there. I think it's damage__therapy is the tag for it. Then you can find links to the album. The album is available on well, a few songs are on SoundCloud. The whole album is on Bandcamp, damagedtherapy.bandcamp.com, and you can check that out there. Oh, we do have an Instagram as well. At The Real Damage Therapy is the name for that Instagram. And we're gonna start working on putting up as much, media as we can through all that. We'll have a new album available. We already have half of the new one written, and it's really kind of exciting for us. So we'll keep everyone updated on the process of that, and hopefully it'll be sooner than later that one comes through. It was kind of a big breakthrough getting the first album out, and it was really a fun process doing it. So we'll keep you posted on the new. But you can check us out: SoundCloud, Bandcamp, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Maybe one day we'll have a real website, damagedtherapy.com. But not yet.
That's cool. That's cool. Well, fellas, it was great chatting with you all. Brandon, it was nice seeing you at the Zen Highway album release show last week at Al's.
That was a good show, wasn't it? That was a really fun night.
Definitely.
You heard the new Zen Highway album?
was great.
Yeah, I got their album. It's totally amazing.
I've been jamming that one.
Yes. Shout out to Zen Highway. Shout out to Them Goddamn Bangs and Radiolator. They all perform. If I miss anyone's, I apologize, but those are the bands I know. Oh, Sun Street. Forgot. Shout out to those guys.
Sun Street and
Yeah.
Did we get Radiolator? They were on that show as well.
Yes. So shout out to those guys and ladies. I know. Fellas, great chatting with you all. Continued success. Thank you all for your time, and great chatting with you all.
Thanks for having us, man.
Yeah, thanks for having us on, man. It's been a pleasure.
All right.
I look forward to seeing you here soon. And make sure you get
Absolutely.
we'll make sure you get a copy of the new one when it comes out.
I'm definitely looking forward to it, man. You guys have a great weekend. Have a happy holidays and happy New Year.
Heck yeah, man. Same to you.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye, brother.
That was
Hasta la vista.
Hasta la vista, absolutely. That was Damage Therapy out of Lexington, Kentucky. My last interview guest of 2015. My time is done. I want to thank everyone on TMV